Um, there was this time that I went to see my nephew, George, and we went into this lovely park. It was this ballpark of where there was old people playing chess, checkers, and in it you could see that there were all these wonderful trees, these people in these trees that sometimes would look at you a little weird. They'll they'll ask you about the Twizzler Man. The Twizzler Man was found at the back alleyway of a Denny's. But this Denny's that we actually found was not in the park at all. We went to go talk to the horse. And the horse was a very interesting thing. It not only spoke English, but it also spoke Spanish. And we also learned that whenever we walked around this park, that the pigs can fly. You ask me, how can these pigs fly? And we don't really know yet. It still was a mystery till this day. But after all that, it was just, I would love to go to the park with my nephew. And then whenever we got done, we'd go back home, eat dinner. Supper was served every single day at 6 p.m. But then the horse came in with the pigs that flew. They flew around the house. And we couldn't stop them. They just kept flying. There was no stopping them. It was depressing. It was sad feeling so powerless against these pigs that were just flying around our dining room table. I don't know, it was very eventful too. That my mother wore half of the horse. Not the whole horse, just half. And the fish that walked, his name was Guppy. And every single night we had to give him fish food, so he could eat. Sometimes he would put cornflakes in there because he would like it. He didn't speak English very well, but we only understood what he wanted through, I guess, visual actions. Like if he wanted food, he would, make the food gesture. If he wanted to eat the food, he would let us know. But unlike that, we couldn't really go outside at night because the fish warned us not to. And the reason that the horse was there was because the other half was on the wall in the house when we ate dinner. It would watch over us as we ate dinner. And then the ice cream truck came. The ice cream was good. But the ice cream man was always empty. He was hollow, he was sad, because he would give out smiles and serve ice cream, But whenever he was done, we all knew that that smile of his would go away, and he was just the sad ice cream man that we all knew him to be. After that, it was all over the news how he drove his truck into the park that me and my nephew used to go into and walk around. And he killed himself by driving himself into the lake. He drowned with the ice cream truck in the lake. But after all was said and all of the news, we gotta open up our phones, and we started to see all these posts on Instagram of these ice cream people, and the horse was displeased about it. But we didn't really know due to the pigs that were flying around still. But Gary showed up, and Gary solved it. Gary solved all of our problems with the ice cream truck, the man, the pigs, half the horse. And then he left. He left without even saying goodbye. He just showed up and left. I inspire you all to be like Gary, to show up unannounced in people's lives, but most importantly, you're going to impact their lives with greatness. You're going to help them no matter what. At Film Alley, they have these arcades. One of them I really like was Crossy Road, but they took away all the Crossy Road. These rich people in this world, the Film Alley president, I'm guessing, of Weatherford, took it away, because I went in there and it was gone, because he knew that machine put out the most tickets in there, and he needs to get the scam to get the tickets, right? So he took away Crossy Road because of his own selfish greed, his selfish desires to continue on with this path, this lust for money, and his greed sickened me. Because now I don't get to play my Crossy Road anymore. So what's the point? What's the point of the arcade machine? Huh? It's not even in there. And I know that he's gonna go to HEB and he's gonna ask for all the produce that has none of the labels on it, so that he can watch the cashiers at the cash register suffer, because he's just a miserable piece of crap. The flute that we found at the park was given to us by the horse. The horse gave us great wisdom whenever we were playing this flute, as if we could just talk to the horse ourselves. But after we played the flute, the magical man showed up, and he tried his best to entertain us. He pulled out a rabbit, he pulled out money, and he asked me to choose which one would succeed in life, money or the rabbit. Of course, I would say the rabbit has a short lifespan. It's not going to live very long. So I took the money and I ran away. 10 years later, I see that the rabbit is in charge of Film Alley. And he took away the Crossy Road machine because he came in one day for an inspection before OSHA came in to inspect their pizza ovens. And he saw me enjoying playing that game. He saw me having fun, and he wanted to take that away from me because he knew that if he could get back at me because I said that he wasn't successful as a rabbit, that he would win in the end. I don't think that was a good choice for the rabbit. Because after OSHA came in, they said that his ovens were not up to code, and he had to step down. He was no longer the head honcho. Instead, he became the magician's rabbit once more. He pulled out hats and everything. He thought his life was over. I saw him, actually, on top of that Denny's where we found the item. And he was about to shoot himself. And I asked him, "Rabbit, why? Why are you doing this?" He told me that his greed and lust and pride has already claimed his soul, and he is just walking as an empty husk upon this earth. Later, after that, the donut rolled in. I really enjoyed dinner time because it brings people together. It teaches us that no matter what, we have to enjoy life. We have to eat pasta. We eat pasta together. Sometimes it can be with noodles or with pasta. It's really complex. There's so many noodles. Flat ones, round ones, wiggly ones, pesto pasta. I do believe in the mushroom. I like mushrooms, they taste good. It's a complex emotion, feeling mushrooms. But once you taste them, you'll understand. The water was here, but then it got displaced because of evaporation, and then the cloud ran away with the water. We haven't seen him since. Maybe that's why the fish was angry, because he could never get water from Mr. Cloud, because the cloud would take his water. And that's why he warned us not to go outside at night, because nighttime is when the cloud comes and takes you away. The horse was. It's not anymore. The horse is gone. Taken away. by the horse taker. But the fish finally learned how to speak Spanish. And that was good. Because now he could speak Spanish. I really enjoyed playing Minecraft. Especially my friends, like building stuff or digging out of their bases to like put my redstone contraptions, or like I like to hide the base inside their base, you know, and then like link it up all together. So whenever they find it, they're like, "Whoa, that's so cool!" And I'm like, "Yep, I did all this. I did." But the fish would warn me that the teachings of the monkey were forbidden whenever playing Minecraft, because that's how the horse got cut in half. And now half a horse is only half a horse. It's interesting how the thermal law and aerodynamic vehicles can pass through such feats, such barriers that mankind thought was impossible. I knew from the very beginning that that was going to be accomplished. I knew that the sound barrier would be broken because I had faith that such machinery could pierce the sky like a sewing needle. Sewing can be described as two oranges, because one orange you can open up, but it hurts. The other one can't open up, then he's sad because he can't open up. But when you get done with the orange and you eat it, it's like finishing with your sewing needle. You put the last stitch in, you take the last bite of the orange, you savor that feeling of success, that feeling of pride in oneself. Pride is an interesting sin. It can corrupt, but it can also help people who lack it. So there must be a balance. There must be a peace in our time. The rabbit didn't know what that was. The rabbit only felt fear of himself, fear of losing. He tried all he could to get revenge on me, because even though he had this fear of being embarrassed, he ended up destroying himself because he was very, very small. He was very insignificant, and his worth dwindled. It's how he started his journey into the bestial world of Nazaria. Now, Nazaria is an interesting place because I've been there myself to visit Lloyd. Lloyd is a turtle, and his wisdom is more than the Pope, and that's why the turtle doesn't get sick. The turtle is here. He moves slowly, but his actions can spark faster than you can say, go. It's amazing how humans can come together and talk and enjoy their lives. What if I had a fishing license for every single time I carried out an unregistered firearm? I would have 0. Because I don't have an unregistered firearm. But I used to have a fishing license. I enjoyed fishing off that bridge in New York. You would catch, bass, walleye, sunfish, whatever we could find in that river. Sometimes it would get too flooded. And where you stood yesterday, because of the high water, you would have to be standing farther away from that area, because the water would get to your feet and then swoop you away, like what happened to the ice cream man. The ice cream man's mind got swooped away, and he ended up going insane and killing himself at that park that me and my nephew went to. He never got to experience what it was like to have a job. The ice cream man was put through a lot. His pressure, his depression, his dog dying. The only thing that kept him sane was the ice cream and the smiles he gave out to the kids. When George the spider came down from the last branch in that park before the great cataclysm, George knew what was gonna happen. He whispered to the flowers of youth, the flowers that spoke in riddles of riddles, so you can never figure out if it was actually a riddle or if it was a riddle. But the spider got past it and gave the correct answer. Cauliflower. Cauliflower is not a riddle. It is a vegetable. And this vegetable is known as cauliflower. So the spider knew how to get into the framework of the Bass Pro Shop, where Benjamin Franklin and Leonardo were plotting an uprising. They were convincing and brainwashing the social media platform with Bill Gates. And that's why I had to go on the mission to the Bass Pro Shop. And it's also how I got my fishing license revoked, because they didn't like that. We stopped it, of course. Me and the horse and the spider, George. But we couldn't stop the donut. The donut rolled a lot. It was stupid. We tried to catch it. We almost did. We almost caught it. But then we caught it. And we gave it to the baker and told him not to let him out again. The baker said, "I'm sorry, and it wasn't my fault," he said. But we all knew that the baker was malevolent with his disgusting way of liking it when people got in pain or whenever bad stuff happened to other people. So we had to bury him with the ice cream man because the horse killed him. I didn't have any part in this. The horse just killed him. But besides that, it was pretty nice. We went to the beach. I spoke with Samantha. She was a seagull. And she really liked waffle fries from Chick-fil-A. Because she used to work at Chick-fil-A. And she really enjoyed this atmosphere, I guess, more of this nostalgic feeling of a Chick-fil-A waffle fry. And it brought back memories. And she told me about these memories and how she enjoyed the time there. And so I always really liked the color purple, because I like red and I like blue, and if you put those two together you get purple. Interesting color combination, because purple is also Purple Heart. Purple Heart you get from whenever you get wounded while you're on the field. It's just like how the rabbit was wounded. He was wounded in the heart. And no matter what, no amount of joy could fill up his mind, his heart, his soul. And it kept leaking out of his heart until there's nothing left but anger and sorrow and jealousy. We went back to the house to go get dinner one last time before we had to get rid of the rabbit and the horse and the fish and the flying pigs, because I just felt like that it was the right thing to do. But after we did all that, me and my nephew finished walking in the park, and we went back to our home again, and it was nice. There's nothing there. It was quiet. We ate dinner and just went to bed. Yeah, I really enjoyed having this adventure. It was one of my favorite ones. And I just really hope that I can share it with all of you guys. Thank you for listening to my story about why I like Egypt. Thank you.